here for Combat-judo.com. Answering her question, or actually more than one viewer's question, and it's a good one because this is something I wanted to talk about anyway. And that is, how is combat judo different than other martial arts or martial arts systems? And this is something that's very important because this is something that offers you a huge benefit, and that is that it is indeed a real system. And a system means a coherent, scientific, structured, sequential learning process. You don't just come in and learn techniques with no overall plan. Very structured approach, and this is John Saylor, who's part of the combat judo team, along with me, was the former United States Olympic coach at the Olympic Training Center for Judo. This obviously signifies that he knows what he's doing for creating a program that produces results. And that's what all this is about. Combat judo is about results. It's not just a bunch of techniques or hand-to-hand fighting or different terms people use in the field. This is a very specific set of skills that you'll be trained in that lead to success in a very rapid period of time, because this was designed, as I said, originally in World War II, where it gained prominence in World War II. It existed before that with Yukaro Kano, but in World War II is where we're at, and then continuing its evolution has not really stopped since that time. We're just bringing it out. So it is a system that has sequential learning. And if people who have trained with me before know that I do use a sequential system to train people, for example, in Combat JKD. But this is a more holistic thing because we're looking for specific types of results in a given amount of time. This is very geared towards producing people who are able to defend themselves and to win in a rapid amount of time. And because of that, it's training that you haven't done before. It's all that doesn't make sense. There's nothing that doesn't connect immediately. You're not learning some technique and then you try to say, well, how do I use that technique? No, everything is started out from the stance to how you're going to move, to what you're going to use, how you will strike, how the striking is different, which is another question I will answer in another. The combat striking, especially the combat kicking, is totally different than things that you've seen or learned before. And also, then what type of throws that you use, as I mentioned, we'll be covering in the seminars coming up in Ohio. That's the next one, but stay tuned to combat-judo.com webpage to get all of the information on when the seminar will happen or when you can do training, etc. I just had to throw that out there. But anyway, it's a sequential, structured system that you have not seen before. You're gonna learn things in a numbered and numerical order that are gonna lead to success, and everything that you do builds on what you just did before. So it's a synergistic effect, as 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 3 in this case. So you'll be doing a lot more. It's hard to describe this without you going through it. But what I can say is you've never been in a training that is geared to take you from 0 up to 100 in a guaranteed amount of time. Because this is what you have to do with military systems. There are very few people who teach military systems that teach the military. There are people who are copying from World War II. There are people who teach certain techniques that they picked up from military fighting, but they're not trainers. And I am a subject matter expert and a military trainer, specifically in zero distance warfare. So I'll be bringing part of that judo realm, and that's what leads to my expertise. You're going to find that this is incredible. It's different than anything that you've ever done. And I would just say that you're not going to know until you try. So try it, because you know what the rest is like. You've gone to martial arts schools, you've gone to MMA schools, you've done boxing, you've done kickboxing, you've done Muay Thai. It's all technique oriented, It's structured, they say, but it is not actually, because they can't tell you, okay, in 4 hours you'll have mastered this skill that's necessary to master the sequential skill that follows it. We will be telling you that, and you will be doing it. And there's some other thing I don't want to answer 5 questions, and I just want to answer the question is, what separates combat judo is that the fact that it's sequential, structured, and systematic, logical, and scientific. And that's what separates it from other things that you've done in the past. So once again, like this video, share this video, train, follow us on our Facebook group, Clugston Combat Systems. You can get on the page, Combat Judo page group that I have. It's not a page, it's a group. Those two things always are confusing in Facebook. And the webpage, of course, is combat-judo.com. You can keep up to date on what's going on. But I hope to see you in training, and it's great. I can't say enough about it, and I will be talking more about it coming up shortly, and soon I'll be answering more questions about combat judo. So until then, for John Saylor and myself, thanks for your interest, and we hope to see you there.